Welcome to the West Coast Wrestling Connection. Hi everybody, Joe V coming to you from the historic Bob Wyatt Theater in Southeast Portland. Joined right now by the former, yes I said former, WC Tag Team Champions, Mike Santiago, Ethan HD, the American Guns. Gentlemen, well, I can't believe it. After such a long and historic reign here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection, you are no longer Tag Team Champions, defeated last week by Caleb Konley and Mikey O'Shea.
Joe, what happened last week was a travesty. It was a conspiracy against the American Guns. Ever since the WCWC has been on PDX TV, you've just seen the Guns get put in match after match after match. So you know what? Tonight, we're calling the shots. Mikey O'Shea, Caleb Konley, get your tails out here and get ready to get gunned down.
Ethan, your thoughts. Now, you gentlemen, as Mike said, you won week after week by hook or by crook, usually by crook, but finally it seems it's caught up to you and we have new tag team champions.
Jovi, I'm literally 1 minute away from calling the Portland Police Department because as far as I'm concerned, there has been a robbery. There has been theft in this building. For one, we were assaulted from behind. We were assaulted. That's a jump start. In the Olympics, that would get you an instant disqualification. As far as I'm concerned, that's a fluke victory. Doesn't count. So what you're gonna hear tonight after we take Mikey and Caleb and put their faces in the ground is all these idiots screaming, "Guns win! Guns win! Guns win!"
Hold on a second, gentlemen, I hear the music. Let's bring out right now the new West Coast Wrestling Connection Tag Team Champions, Mikey O'Shea and Caleb Konley. Well, they look good with the gold. Gentlemen, if you would. Mikey and Caleb. First of all, gentlemen, congratulations on your big title victory. But you heard the former champions, the American Guns. They're demanding a title rematch tonight.
You want a rematch? Yeah. I was so happy for you to say that. For you see, me and Caleb, we went and talked with Quentin Michaels. If you want a rematch, here's what we're gonna do. What you see before you is a pole with the locks to unlock the handcuffs that you put on Caleb. And you wanna use those handcuffs so much? We're gonna make this match a handcuff match.
Mikey O'Shea, first of all, yes, the American Guns did handcuff Caleb Konley. They handcuffed your former partner, Gangrel. What exactly is a handcuff match, sir?
It works like this. 2 people in the ring, the other 2 over in the corner with the handcuffs. One of them's gotta go up there to get the locks so we can unlock one partner to make it a 2-on-1. And Mike, you better pray to the wrestling gods we don't get those keys.
What about it? Ethan and Mike, tag team title shot in a handcuff match. Well, it sounds like the Guns are going to do their talking tonight. We have got a tag team championship handcuff match. That's our main event tonight on the West Coast Wrestling Connection.
Tonight's episode of the West Coast Wrestling Connection brought to you tonight by AM Sports 750 The Game, Buffalo Wild Wings, Voodoo Donuts, the Radisson Hotel at the Portland Airport, the Pita Pit, the Brunch Box in downtown Portland, and Shaker's Martini Lounge.
Hi again, everyone. Big Duke is coming up tonight with the PDX and the WC on TV. Legacy title matchup against the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs.
Jimmy Jacobs, international superstar. You faced them all over the world, but you see, you haven't faced Big Duke yet. And tonight, I'm going to make an example out of the Zombie Princess.
That match is coming up next, right here on PDX TV.
Sports Radio 750 The Game is Portland's sports station.
Isn't that amazing?
Dan Patrick live mornings.
Oh!
Jim Rome 9 to noon.
The real eye-opener.
John Canzano noon to 3.
I get pedicures.
And Chad Doing 3 to 7. Portland's sports station 750 The Game.
Welcome to the Brunch Box.
Here to take the challenge from this so-called burger champion. Make that 2.
Alexander Hammerstone. Remy Marcel, the Redonka-Donk Burger.
And the winner is Brunch Box.
Wrestling fans, don't miss the return of former WWE superstar Gangrel to the West Coast Wrestling Connection Sunday, August 3rd at Houck Middle School in Salem. First bell is at 5 p.m. You'll also see Jimmy Jacobs, Jeremy Blanchard, the legendary grappler, WCWC champion Hotshot Danny Duggan, and a special match featuring the WC Academy students. And the first 200 fans through the door receive a collectible souvenir. Reserve your tickets now.
Poppy Gatto here. I don't know who these losers are. This guy's some sort of tool. This guy looks like some sort of used Q-tip. I'm here to tell you about the wrestling circus that is Voodoo Donut. Our freaking fabulous fritters, just like a full-on folding chair to the head. Oh, the finisher move that we have, called the Bacon Maple Bar, you will not survive. Voodoo Donut, where the magic's in the hole. Open right now.
Sports Radio 750 The Game is Portland's sports station.
Isn't that amazing?
Dan Patrick live mornings.
Oh!
Jim Rome 9 to noon.
The real eye-opener.
John Canzano noon to 3.
I get pedicures.
And Chad Doing 3 to 7. Portland's sports station 750 The Game.
The following contest scheduled for one fall, introducing first from Grand Rapids, Illinois, weighing 185 pounds, he is the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs.
All right, well, Joe V now joined by Jeff Aiken here at ringside, and here he is, the Zombie Princess. You know, he said he wanted a shot at gold here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection. He's going to get it tonight.
It sure didn't take long, Joe V. The Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs, going to be taking on Big Duke for the Legacy Championship. It doesn't get much bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what.
His opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 235 pounds, Big Duke.
And here's a man who has kicked you-know-what and taken names, and not only that, taken the Legacy Championship right here in the WC, Big Duke.
Big Duke, he fought his way. It was a hard battle. He got their Legacy Champion.
Whoa!
Jimmy Jacobs wants it. Suicide dive.
Whoa!
The bell hasn't even started. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't even had a chance yet to introduce our commentary partner here tonight, Darren Corbin. Welcome. But wow, Jimmy Jacobs getting it done on Big Duke. The match hasn't even officially started yet.
What a start for this match. Yes, we are joined at the commentary position by Darren Corbin, former WC heavyweight champion. And Darren, I understand that you have been told by Commissioner Quentin Michaels that you will get a Legacy title match against the winner of this match that we're seeing tonight.
It's about time that I get a chance to wear gold again, but it's not the belt that I want. I want my title back. But I have no problem beating whoever wins this match for that Legacy champion, because the name Corbin has a lot of legacy as well.
Well, it sure does here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection. Of course, a longtime WC heavyweight champion, but right now we've got two men in here. Oh, look at that sidewalk slam by Big Duke.
Big Duke getting it done right away, taking time to take off his jacket. Duke covering. This match could be over.
1, 2. Not enough to put away the Zombie Princess. Darren, your professional opinion, your insight into these two men. We have Big Duke, the big man from the city of brotherly love, and the Zombie Princess, of course, the international superstar, Jimmy Jacobs. Your thoughts, sir?
Well, I've always been familiar with Jimmy Jacobs. Like, since I started back in 04, I have met Jimmy Jacobs. I've traveled on shows with Jimmy Jacobs, and I know that he is one of the top talents in the world. And while Big Duke is new, he's also one of the toughest competitors in the WC. So I know either way. I'm not stupid. I know that I have a challenge ahead of me, but listen, I didn't become champion by shying away from challengers. No. I know what I need to do to win that belt, and I've held gold here before, and I know their weaknesses. I know both of their weaknesses.
Well, you have held gold, as you remind just about everyone. You were never actually competed for the WC Heavyweight Championship.
Nope.
2. So I know that you're aching. You've been petitioning Quentin Michaels for, the last month or so for that title shot. A legacy title match, though. Does that meet what you're looking for, sir?
I want my title back, the title that I never lost. And right now I know what they're doing. They're trying to make me grab brass rings, and I get it. I know how important the Legacy Championship is to WC, and I will be the next Legacy Champion, regardless of who wins this match.
Really? So Darren Corbin, I have a lot of faith in your ability. You were never pinned as the WCWC champion. However, let's just talk about Big Duke for a second. Right now Jimmy Jacobs doing a good job kind of wearing him down, but Big Duke, this guy's a scrapper. This guy's a brawler. He's a fighter. So I want to know your strategy coming into this against a guy like Big Duke.
You've seen me beat bigger opponents. You've seen me beat Travis Sionis. You've seen me beat some of the toughest. I've wrestled Aaron Aguilera here. I know that the bigger they are, the harder they fall. I know to chop them down at the knees. I know exactly the strategy I need to use.
Now, this is the submission hold. We've seen this from Jimmy Jacobs, trying to cut off that blood from the brain right across the carotid artery there of Big Duke here, cinching it in, trying to put the big man to sleep. It's going to take a lot of work from the Zombie Princess to achieve that end, Jeff.
It sure is. Jimmy Jacobs uses his body weight in this move to really try and cut off both the blood and the airflow. Big Duke has such a size advantage, but wow,
no kidding.
Just the skill of Jimmy Jacobs right there, keeping it locked in, which begs the question. Of course, Darren Corbin, Jimmy Jacobs wins the match. What's your strategy against the Zombie Princess?
Well, obviously.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to use this to my advantage. When Big Duke beats up Jimmy Jacobs, the hard-hitting brawler that he is, I'm going to go after his weaknesses, what's already worn down. I'm fresh. I'm ready. I'm hungry. Jimmy, look at that.
He's not fresh after that.
Every kick.
1, 2.
Comes to me.
I thought the big boot from Big Duke would be enough to put away Jimmy Jacobs, but not so much here. So in this case, you've got experience. You've got a man who's wrestled all over the world in Jimmy Jacobs. Big Duke, young, hungry, got the size here. Where do you see the advantage, Jeff, in terms of experience versus size and strength?
It's such a rock and immovable object, and that's where right there Jimmy Jacobs showed you where experience is going to give you that edge every time.
Whoa!
Wow! Just as good as some bread right there. But he went for the eyes. It's that thing where a young kid who's fresh, he's hungry, he's going up, and Darren, you can talk about this a little bit. He's going to try and wrestle his way to win, whereas Jimmy Jacobs couldn't care less. He's going right for the eyes.
Which is something that I might point out Darren Corbin might do.
Well, we're smart.
Smart's one word.
If you can't see, you can't win. It's plain and simple. Don't make me sound like a bad guy. Now you sound like Quentin Michaels.
No, you do enough of that on your own. All right, right hands there from the Zombie Princess there. You saw he had to shake it off there.
Jimmy Jacobs breaking his own hand.
Of Big Duke.
Almost busted a tooth out with that big boot earlier from Big Duke.
What is he doing? My God, what a maneuver from Big Duke. That's got to be it. 2, and I thought that was it.
So close. Big Duke does such a good job of just using his size and the momentum to his advantage as he slammed, and you can see Jimmy Jacobs again checking his teeth.
You're the heavyweight champion here, a former heavyweight champion. What was that move we just saw there from Big Duke?
I've never seen that move before. It kind of defies gravity, in my opinion, so I have to kind of keep my eye on
you may
that.
have a week to figure out a counter for that if you get Big Duke next week in that Legacy Championship match. Right now in the fireman's carry position.
Jimmy Jacobs
from behind Jimmy Jacobs. 2, and we almost had a new Legacy champion right there in the Zombie Princess.
We've been watching this match for a little bit now, Darren Corbin, so now you know both of these guys. Oh my goodness!
Springboard into a cutter, 2, and
that looks very, very familiar to the ginger snap.
It looked a lot like the ginger snap. Although I must say, I've never seen you bounce off the second turnbuckle and deliver the move like Jimmy Jacobs just did.
That takes a lot of balance.
And a lot of expertise and skill, of which Jimmy Jacobs does, as does the man to my right, Darren Corbin, who once again, fans, will face the winner of this match next week for the Legacy Championship. And tonight, we're going to have a handcuff match, a first right here on the West Coast Wrestling Connection. The American Guns versus the new champions, Mikey O'Shea and Caleb Konley.
Man, it's going to be unbelievable. You can see it right there on the pole, the keys. You can see it across from Jimmy Jacobs there on the top rope as he takes to the air. Oh! Big Duke gets his knees up. Jimmy Jacobs going to have no teeth and a busted spine.
1, 2, 3. Big Duke has done it.
Darren
Corbin, my opponent.
You've got a week.
And still Legacy Champion, Big Duke.
I have got to say, of all the victories that Big Duke has had here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection, that may be his most impressive to date. defeating the international superstar, the Zombie Princess, Jimmy Jacobs, and defending that legacy title. And Darren Corbin, next week, you will face that man for that title.
It doesn't matter who I face. I already have him well scouted. That belt's coming home to me.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Well, stay tuned. We have got one heck of a match for you up after this break. We'll see you right after this. Stay tuned.
Have what it takes to become a part of the professional wrestling business? The Grapplers WCWC Training Academy offers you a chance to enter the wrestling world. We provide training for wrestlers, referees, and managers. Contact us today and take the first step into the exciting world of professional wrestling. Join the excitement of the West Coast Wrestling Connection for the live PDX TV taping at the Bob White Theater on the first Saturday of every month. Get your tickets now.
Beds for Less and Furniture. Beds for Less and Furniture. At Beds for Less and Furniture, we sell beds for less. Name brand mattresses, Englander, Lady Americana, Spring Air, dressers, mirrors, complete bedroom sets, kids furniture too. Beds for Less and Furniture has dining rooms, couches, love seats, sectionals, recliners for less. Name brands, Ashley, Coaster, and more here at Beds for Less and Furniture. Locations in Vancouver or shop bedsforlessfurniture.com.
Welcome to the Brunch Box.
Here to take the challenge from this so-called burger champion. Make that two.
Alexander Hammerstone. Remy Marcel. The Radonka Donk Burger.
And the winner is Brunch Box.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, introducing first, hailing from Valhalla, weighing 246 pounds, accompanied to ringside by the legendary grappler, Alexander Hammerstone.
Well, this is the rematch that was made last week, Jeff Aiken. Of course, you'll remember that Cody Smith, TKO Cody Smith, and Alexander Hammerstone went to the time limit draw. The grappler was not happy about, oh my goodness!
Wow, getting into it with it. You know, those fans work hard on those sides.
Happy.
That's just not even cool.
Well, the grappler was not happy with the officiating.
No.
Demanded a rematch with a new official. We'll get into that in just a second, but right now, we've got Alexander Hammerstone ready for battle.
His opponent from Vancouver, British Columbia, weighing 225 pounds, the known one.
Whoa,
He's not even going to wait for the ring entrance. TKO Cody Smith.
Cody Smith
right on
came to play.
Hammerstone.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, so this was the match that was made last week. You'll remember the grappler demanded a rematch between these two men after they went to the time limit draw. Now, a couple of things. First of all, Quentin Michaels said that the grappler would be banned from ringside. I'm told that Morty Lipschitz pulled some strings, some legal maneuverings to allow the grappler to be at ringside.
Serious? Well, okay. Whatever. That's what he does.
Doesn't surprise me there. Then let's get to the official here in the ring. The grappler demanded that there could not be any member of the then current officiating staff to officiate this match. They brought in a new referee. I'm told this man's name is Jackson Hendricks. He's a newly licensed official here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection, refereeing his first match. Grappler said, I'm unhappy with the entire officiating staff you have. I want someone new. They have someone new, and that's this young man, Jackson Hendricks.
Yeah, I've looked this guy up. I'm trying to find any credentials, anything on this guy. There's nothing on Jackson Hendricks out there.
Again, just recently licensed.
Well, and seriously, you put a brand new referee in the ring between TKO Cody Smith and Alexander Hammerstone.
This is not, this is not beginner stuff right
No.
here. These are two strong, powerful, angry men. And yes, you've got a referee refereeing his first match. You're inserting between these two very combustible elements. Boy, this could be a bad night for our new official here. Jackson Hendricks is the name. I got to keep checking the notes.
Stand between a Max train and a TriMet bus and then find out how good your officiating is. That's pretty much what's going on here.
Oh, Alexander Hammerstone. Again, folks, he is undefeated here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection. Last week was the first match he didn't win. He went to a time limit draw. Now, he still hasn't lost a match, but that was the first match that he did not win.
Correct.
in that time limit draw last week. He came within a breadth of defeating TKO Cody Smith, but was not able to get the... Now, Jeff, I don't know if you can see, the grappler is yelling at this young official, Jackson Hendricks. He is getting right in his face here.
Well, and the referee, I mean, a guy where it's his first match that we know of referee. Now Hammerstone's getting in his face too.
Oh, go behind by Cody Smith. 1, 2, hold. Now, I think the grappler was pulling on.
I mean, seriously.
On
he
this
needs to
referee's ankle here.
Throw him out. Wow, Hammerstone with a huge clothesline.
Well, Mike, I can't keep track of all these elements we have here. You've got the grappler getting on this young official, officiating his first match. Hammerstone trying to get the pinfall on Cody Smith. This young referee doing the best he can.
He's doing a great job. Nice even count. Grappler just distracting him at every opportunity.
You talk about an intimidating first day on the job, though.
Yeah.
You've got the grappler, you've got Hammerstone yelling at you. Thus far, this young man is holding up all right, I would say.
I think number 1 on the list of ways to kill employee engagement is have them work with the grappler on day one.
What is going on here? Hammerstone is talking to this official. He's,
and TKO Cody Smith getting thrown under the ring post by the grappler.
Hammerstone is apparently trying to teach this referee how to do a 3 count while the grappler puts the boots to TKO Cody Smith. Look, I understand this is this young man's first match, but come on. Keep your eye on the man outside the ring here. Everybody knows the grappler's MO. You cannot take your eyes off this man.
I mean, don't we have like a board of directors or something? I mean, how is this match still happening? How did this guy get placed in here as a referee?
Well, he's licensed.
This is a farce.
He met all the criteria, but again, it's usually for something like this, you put a guy, he'll do an untelevised match, work his way up the ranks when he proves he can hang with the big boys, so to speak. This young man got thrown into, the grappler said, I don't want any of the officials that you have on the current roster. They brought this
guy in.
It's not his fault. He's doing the best he can in his first match, but again, I think really taken advantage of by the grappler and Hammerstone. And boy, he's taking advantage of Cody Smith right now, but here comes TKO, the known one, fighting back, but he misses that right hand. Swept out from under him is Alexander Hammerstone, draining those forearms across the chin of Cody Smith. Wow.
Well, I bet some of our great DJs on AM 750 The Game, Sports 750, would have a lot to say about putting a referee into a situation like this. Hammerstone going for another cover.
Okay, 1, 2.
But Jovi, I want to
Not
talk
enough.
about really
Wait,
quickly.
hold on. The
What, again?
grappler's yelling at the official again.
Even more. This is just Hammerstone now looking at him like he's going to go ahead and give him a piece of his mind as well.
Folks, you thought you had a hard day at work today. Imagine being this young man. His first day on the job, and look at that. I mean, intimidation. This is the official. You cannot touch that man, Alexander Hammerstone. I don't care if it's his first match or his 100th match. You keep your hands off the official.
Well, and what an
It's
exciting day!
intimidation, though.
I mean, an exciting day. Hey, buddy, you're gonna be a WCWC official. You're gonna wear the stripes. This has been your dream. Oh, by the way, welcome to your nightmare.
Look at that stiff shot there from Alexander Hammerstone. Referee 2, and Cody Smith gets the shoulder up. Grappler is just going to complain all night. This
That's
young
what
man
he's gonna do.
needs to ignore him, just do his job, concentrate on the match at hand. And Cody Smith needs to figure out a way. I mean, I understand he's got an uphill battle. Anytime you've got the grappler at ringside, you're facing a stacked deck here. But he needs to dig down and find something to combat the strength and tenacity of Hammerstone.
Well, if there's anybody who can do it, it's TKO Cody Smith. They don't call him the known one because he doesn't get it done. But what a different match this is from the one we saw just last week. Last week they were hitting each other with big moves.
Oh, look at that.
Now we're seeing a little bit of that.
Clothesline. Man, you talk about irresistible force meeting the immovable object on that clothesline. Those two guys, they weren't going anywhere.
I think that shook our area a little bit more than it did the ring or anything else.
Laying into each other, right hands and forearms for everybody. There you go, back and forth. Who will be the first to fall? Another right hand there from Cody Smith. Off the ropes, Hammerstone with a boot to the face.
And if the fans get their way, TKO Cody
returns
Smith
in
comes out on
kind.
top of this.
Wow, you talk about two bulls in a china shop. These men going at each other tooth and nail. Here comes Cody Smith.
Oh, wow. Just smacked him right across the bridge of the nose right there. Actually hurt his forearm a little bit with that strike.
Cody Smith bringing Hammerstone to his feet. What a victory this would be if he could hand Alexander Hammerstone his first defeat here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection. What a feather in the mask, I guess, of Cody Smith. He doesn't wear a hat.
No, he does not. Couldn't even put it in the hair, couldn't put it behind the ear. But Cody Smith not only fighting to give Hammerstone his first real loss in the West Coast Wrestling Connection, but really, I mean, after last week, whoa.
Look at that overhead suplex by Alexander Hammerstone. I mean, this man weighs 250 pounds. He threw him around like a sack of potatoes.
Nice count there by the referee, doing a good job, and actually go ahead and he's getting a little bit of confidence there against the well, that's going to change now. The Hammerstone's getting involved.
Grappler's yelling at Jackson Hendricks, this young official. Oh, wait a minute. This could be the TKO. He hit the TKO, and he's busted Hammerstone wide open, but the referee is nowhere to be seen.
Come on.
Referee, turn around. Turn around, for crying out loud.
Cody Smith has knocked
We need to get the
Hammerstone
grappler
into
out
next
of there.
week.
This is Hammerstone rolls him up. Count, 1, 2, 3.
What was that? Oh, and Jack, look at that.
You're kidding me.
Fast count. Oh my.
Winner of the match, Alexander Hammerstone.
Well, Alexander Hammerstone gets the victory. It appears this rookie referee was intimidated. I think he just kind of choked, made a fast count there. And the winner, Alexander Hammerstone. You can tell this young man feels awful.
He might feel awful, but Cody Smith has got a loss right now, and a very significant one. This is ridiculous.
Well, folks, lots more action still to come, including our main event, the Handcuff match for the tag team titles. You're watching the West Coast Wrestling Connection.
From the Portland Sports Arena, this is Portland Wrestling.
I think one of the people didn't want it on the tube is Buddy Rose.
I told the people, and I'm telling you, I said if you put this match on TV, I'm never going to wrestle here again. El Mullins was here last week. You were in Spain. Now, did he tell you or did he not tell you what I said?
He said you signed a contract for this match, and it's up to me to tell you what match you're on, whether it's on TV or someplace else. And furthermore, Rose, if you don't go through the match and you don't want to wrestle, you can get gone for good as far as I'm concerned. Whether you go or not.
He wants no part of that collar.
You signed a contract, and it didn't say when you went on, now or later or any time. So either go through the match or get gone.
Buddy Rose doesn't want to do it.
Get in there.
Why don't you put your neck in there and see what it feels like? Huh?
There are 32 studded spikes, and they are sharpened on both collars. Those collars are latched together by about a 10-foot hunk of chain, 8 to 10 feet.
Get yours on too now. If you guys wanted this kind of a match, well, that's what you're going to get.
There goes Brooks, starting to put his on. And he saw Rose drop his, and he quickly dropped it. And Rose heading for the dressing room. Rose is heading for the dressing room, shaking his head no. And Piper has blocked his way. You see on the left-hand side of your screen, Roddy Piper has blocked his way to the dressing room. Roddy Piper has blocked a way to the dressing room. Brooks comes up behind him. Roddy Piper holding on while Brooks connects the collar. Buddy Rose has been collared, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be a dogfight.
Brooks started to put his collar on. Now gets in a shot.
Should have known better to put this on TV anyway.
Well, I don't think we need much of an introduction. Bad News Brooks. And against Buddy Rose. We're trying. We did not hear in the introduction. I believe it almost has to be one fall. These usually are. Into a corner, wrestling around. Rose cracks him with the belt, with the buckle. Now he's got the buckle on his fist. Rose is getting it. Now Rose got his shot in there. And in that one, he had the rope just pulled tight, acting almost like a steel bar, only with links, which will cut you even more. And I am surprised the blood hasn't started yet. Buddy Rose in the killer's type of match, but Rose doing all right. Has it like a bridle on a horse. In the mouth and pulling on it. Don Owen ordering the match on early. I guess a few of you folks at home wrote in and called in. Said you wanted to see this one. Well, Tuesday, when Rose and his Piper Wiskowski go against Brooks and his partner Piper, there'll be no television. And that will be a wild one. We want Brooks is the cry of the crowd. One I thought I'd never hear a couple of months ago. A low blow by Brooks. Puts Rose to the canvas. Side headlock. Brooks working on Rose. Blood is starting to flow now. Buddy Rose. Head has been opened by blows of the chain to the head. The chain wrapped around the fist. Now grinding open on those cuts. Brooks and few people starting to look back toward the dressing rooms. We don't know what kind of security they got back there. Think they'd have some of the security men on the doors. Because as you know, the other wrestlers are watching this on the monitor, just as you are at home. And at this point, you can almost bet Ed Wiskowski would like to be out here to help his buddy. But no help for Buddy Rose. Now the chain is draped over the turnbuckle, and Rose's head was slammed into it. And it'll be repeated. No, it's reversed. Well, almost a reverse. And that side of the neck that Wiskowski heard some weeks ago has just been pulled again. That side of the neck that killer Brooks injured or had injured by Ed Wiskowski when the four of them were tagged and they came apart at the seams. They were together till that time. The collar pulled apparently on that part of the neck where the injury was. It's too technical for me to explain to you. Body slam. Brooks trying to reverse leg drop. And outside the ring, now being wrapped around the pole. Killer Brooks is wrapping the neck of Rose around the pole. Sandy Barr is out there simply to say, do you want to give up? That's the only way this match will end, is if he gives up. And Wiskowski is coming out of the dressing room. He apparently got out, used the steel chair on Brooks. They are still tied together. Now, the collar has been taken off Wiskowski. It is still on Rose. Now Wiskowski working on Brooks in the middle of the ring. It's being stopped. Sure, it'll be a win for Rose by disqualification, or a win for Brooks by disqualification. Wiskowski has it. Here comes the Scotsman, Roddy Piper. And remember, a bloody Buddy Rose still has that chain on. They take it off now and they want to use it on him. And Rose, his face completely covered with blood, heads for the dressing room. We're trying to get the decision. Well, whatever happens, these four that you just saw will be in action Tuesday. And Sandy Barr is not, no, Sandy Barr is saying no contest. Sandy Barr says there is no disqualification, therefore we can't have a DQ due to the interference. I do believe that's the ruling. He wants him back. Sandy Barr said this is a fight to the finish. I want Buddy Rose back here. That is what is happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the ringside area the legendary Grappler.
Welcome back to the West Coast Wrestling Connection, and wow. Right now, making their way to the ringside area, we've got Othello, we've got Grappler, and the legal counsel, Morty, of the West Coast Wrestling Connection. You'll remember last week we saw Matt Striker come out, and apparently there's some sort of agreement between the Grappler and Matt Striker regarding the services of Othello. I'm sure we'll find out more right now.
Yeah.
Let's hear what the Northwest legend, the Grappler, has to say. Or maybe it's
going to be Morty.
It's Morty.
We need, shut up, everybody.
Yeah, legal. He's the legal sparrow.
Just get to it.
They're unbelievable, Grappler. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to see a gentleman out here right now. Matt Striker, where are you?
Okay,
Matt
well,
Striker,
they're calling for Matt Striker. Let's see here. There's the music, the pomp and circumstance, if you will, for the man who's been demanding another title match here. He wants another shot at Hotshot Danny Duggan, and here comes Matt Striker. Again, last week, some sort of business arrangement between the Grappler and Matt Striker involving that man, the 7-foot Compton Colossus, Othello. And boy, look at the expression on this guy.
Looks a little smug, you say?
A little smug.
Yeah.
That may be the understatement. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yes.
We know.
Giving my friend Jeff Aiken the salutes.
Yeah, I'm number one, and he made it clear.
Some sign language to you. All right, and here comes Matt Striker. Aren't we all privileged to see this? Okay.
Let's hear it. I
Taking
want to
a
know
look
the
over
details.
there, aren't you, Mr. Stryker? Mm-hmm. Mr. Grappler, would you hold this for me for just a moment, please?
What's going on here?
Let's see, going into the tights.
Oh,
wow,
that's
whoa! That is quite the wad of. Oh,
I know that's not my PO.
okay. So a little bit of the big stack into the pocket.
I have to take care of my Hebrew friend first. You know how they are. And for you, for being a legend, don't spend it all at the bar.
A little extra there for the grappler.
Thank you. It's a pleasure doing business with you and with you. It's official.
It's official.
It's official.
What's official?
It's official. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Stryker. You guys can go. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. Thank you.
What's going on?
It is official. Matt Stryker, now officially own the contract of Othello.
Oh my goodness.
What a
And now, nothing, and I do mean nothing, can stand in my way of becoming the new WCWC Heavyweight Champion of the world!
Well, there you go.
Wow.
What an alliance we have right here. Matt Stryker and Othello, and with that man, the Compton Colossus in his corner, it's hard to argue with Matt Stryker. That heavyweight gold may be going around his waist very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot more action still to come. Up next, our main event, the handcuff match. Oh my, for the Tag Team Championship. Could that man ride Othello all the way to the heavyweight title? Stay tuned. More to come on the West Coast Wrestling Connection.
With me now is a member of the Wrecking Crew, Jeremy Blanchard, and their leader, the legendary Grappler.
For now, he's a member of the Wrecking Crew. You know something, Blanchard? You need to pick up the pace around here, buddy. I got Hammerstone. He's on a winning record, undefeated, okay? I got G3. Nobody can beat him either. He's overcome all the odds. He's wearing an orthopedic boot and still kicking butt out here. But you, what are you? You're the triple threat. Stumble, fumble, and fall. Every time I turn around, you end up losing the match, just like you did last week. It's time for you to step up, big man.
I lost the match. I lost the match. Let me tell you something, Jack Daddy, baby. I can tell you right now, that idiot you got running around looking like you, stumble, fumble, and dumble, that's him, okay? He's the one kicking, using that orthopedic boot on me. What, are you kidding me? I think I'm doing my part. I think you just need to have him get out of my way.
All I can say is this right here. You better step it up, brother. You got one more shot, or the Wrecking Crew's going to be history for you. Beat us if you can.
Keep it here with the PDX TV.
Sports Radio 750 The Game is Portland's sports station. Isn't that amazing? Dan Patrick live mornings. Oh. Jim Rome 9 to noon.
The real eye opener.
John Canzano noon to 3.
I get pedicures.
And Chad Doing 3 to 7. Portland's sports station 750 The Game.
Beds for Less and Furniture. Beds for Less and Furniture. At Beds for Less and Furniture, we sell beds for less. Name brand mattresses, Englander, Lady Americana, Spring Air, dressers, mirrors, complete bedroom sets, kids furniture too. Beds for Less and Furniture has dining rooms, couches, love seats, sectionals, recliners for less. Name brands, Ashley, Coaster, and more here at Beds for Less and Furniture. Locations in Vancouver or shop bedsforlessfurniture.com.
Wrestling fans, don't miss the return of former WWE superstar Gangrel to the West Coast Wrestling Connection Sunday, August 3rd at Houck Middle School in Salem. First bell is at 5 p.m. You'll also see Jimmy Jacobs, Jeremy Blanchard, the legendary grappler, WCWC champion Hotshot Danny Duggan, and a special match featuring the WC Academy students. And the first 200 fans through the door receive a collectible souvenir. Reserve your tickets now.
Poppy Gatto here. I don't know who these losers are. This guy's some sort of tool. This guy looks like some sort of used Q-tip. I'm here to tell you about the wrestling circus that is Voodoo Donut. Our freaking fabulous fritters, just like a full-on folding chair to the head. Oh, the finisher move that we have, called the Bacon Maple Bar, you will not survive. Voodoo Donut, where the magic's in the hole. Open right now.
Sports Radio 750 The Game is Portland's sports station.
Isn't that amazing?
Dan Patrick live mornings. Jim Rome 9 to noon.
The real eye-opener.
John Canzano noon to 3.
I get pedicures.
And Chad Doing 3 to 7. Portland's sports station 750 The Game.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is a tag team title match. Introducing first our challengers. Weighing in a combined weight of 424 pounds. The team of Ethan HD, Mike Santiago. They are the American Guns.
Well, two unhappy campers right here, Ethan HD and Mike Santiago, the former, I can't believe I'm saying this, the former West Coast Wrestling Connection Tag Team Champions.
You know, we kind of wanted to see it happen, I'm not going to lie, Joe V, but it still just sounds weird.
It's hard to fathom. These men were such a dominant force here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection. You see right there, we've got the keys hanging above ringside, above the ring, I should say, for this, boy, I've never seen one of these, a handcuff match.
Once the champions get introduced, we'll explain the rules one more time.
And their opponents, they are the current reigning and defending WCWC Tag Team Champions. The team of Mikey O'Shea and Caleb Konley.
So once again, the men that shocked the West Coast Wrestling Connection last week with their big title win over the American Guns. So the rules, as Mikey O'Shea outlined, it's a handcuff match. One man from each team will be handcuffed to their respective corner.
Correct.
Then the two other men will start the match, each man trying to retrieve the keys that are hanging from above the ringside area. Whoever does can free their tag team partner, and then they've got a 2-on-1 advantage.
Correct.
To a finish, whoever gets the decision from that point on wins.
And the titles are on the line. The handcuffs are already on. It looks like Ethan HD and Mikey O'Shea are going to be handcuffed to their corners, which means Caleb Konley and Mike Santiago are going to be the two men fighting for the key.
Well, I got to say, this is a first for me, and that's what it's all about right there. Smiling Dave's holding up high there the WC Tag Team titles in a handcuff match. I mean, these guys tore the roof off the Bob White Theater last week. What's going to happen tonight in our first ever handcuff match? So, yeah, we've got to get Mikey O'Shea cuffed, I guess, to the corner, and then we've got to get Ethan HD handcuffed to the corner. We'll see which one agrees to get cuffed first.
Exactly. I was going to say the American Guns are a group that they can get it done in the ring, but I'm going to trust them about as far as I could throw them, and I tell you what, that's not very far at all. And you're seriously going to go, well, Mikey O'Shea, look at that, better man, he just cuffed himself.
Folks, this match, the reason the handcuffs are in play here today was Mikey O'Shea's idea. He said, you want a title match? We're going to have a handcuff match. The reason being is on 2 occasions, look at that.
I got him cuffed.
Smiling Dave, good for you, buddy. Got Ethan HD cuffed there. But on 2 occasions, the American Guns have have handcuffed Mikey O'Shea's tag team partner. The first time it was Gangrel. They cuffed him, taped him to the ropes, beat him severely, and then
Mike Santiago going right for it.
Last week, after that title victory, they handcuffed Caleb Konley and put the beating on him. So right now, they're hoping to give a taste of their own medicine to the American Guns. And right now, Konley and Santiago, as you said, starting this match off, they're going to attempt to be the one that gets the keys and then free their tag team partner.
Well, and it's important to note, too, that Caleb Konley and Mike Santiago cannot finish this match on their own. That key has to be pulled down.
Correct.
And once that key's down and one of the members has been uncuffed, then
we have
pinfalls, disqualifications, submissions, all those things then come into play. This is the kind of match, Jovi, between handcuffs, keys, and poles that our friends down at Voodoo Donuts could definitely get into.
Look at that. Now, even though the men are handcuffed, that doesn't prohibit them from action. You know, they're there in the corner, and Ethan HD is going to take a shot. So you want to still stay away from the corner there. Then there's Mikey O'Shea with a shot for Santiago. Turn of mount is definitely fair play, and a nice drop kick across the chest from Caleb Konley.
Little Santiago ping pong right there.
And now Conley's climbing up there. He needs to get those keys off of the. Now hold on.
No, I thought he had it there.
So you can see that the men they're handcuffed to the ropes, so they can still maneuver, I guess, along those ropes, along the aisle there.
It's a pretty precarious position for Caleb Konley. Gets down on his feet, thank goodness for him. But that's pretty good strategy there by the champions. Mikey O'Shea trying to hold Santiago there long enough for Konley to get there. But like you said, they can go back and forth on the ropes. It's going to take a real bit of teamwork to get that key down.
I've watched a lot of wrestling. I know you've watched a lot of wrestling. I've not seen a match quite like this. This is going to be something new here on PDX TV and the West Coast Wrestling Connection. So glad you folks are here to join us tonight. But now Caleb Konley there in the corner. He's been taking a little beating there, courtesy of the heat-seeking Puerto Rican, but a jaw-jacker there from Caleb Konley. And now he's in the driver's seat with a knife-edge chop.
We've had some pretty exciting television the last few months. We had a heavyweight championship tournament. We had the DDT challenge. Now we've got a handcuff match. And we got a little more Santiago ping pong going on.
Mikey O'Shea saying, my turn, one more, as he lays the, chops into Mike Santiago. A nice snap suplex there by Caleb Konley. Yeah, feel free to tag him in. He can't do anything. You do realize he's handcuffed. I guess old habits die hard.
Well, you know, we've talked about it before, that almost uncanny telepathic link they share. It's like, let's do this, let's go to our next double team move. Oh, shoot, that's right, you're handcuffed. You take a kid like Mikey O'Shea, though, that fire, that gut that he's got. Caleb Konley pulls his key down.
The keys. Ethan HD stopping him, but Caleb Konley fighting him back. Now kicking away Mike Santiago. Double axe handle for Mike Santiago, courtesy of Caleb Konley. And yeah, you're right. I mean, again, the American Guns, they've wrestled for I don't know how long, years, I guess, together. And they've obviously got a rhythm, a strategy that's worked well for them, but they've never been in a match like this. So when he tries to tag in Ethan HD, he's not used to being cuffed to the ropes. Now hold on, here comes Caleb Konley.
Through the ropes!
Oh my God! Oh my God! Is he okay?
Referee's checking on him right now. He says they're good to go.
Smiling Dave checking on Caleb Konley, who, it looked like he went head first into the arena floor here at the Bob White Theater.
You're looking at some of the greatest athletes in the world today right here in the West Coast Wrestling Connection, and this is proof, ladies and gentlemen, that what they do is no joke. They are putting their bodies literally on the line for the WCWC Tag Team Championships. That's what it means, because that's the richest prize in the game today.
And here comes Mike Santiago. Now that Caleb Konley has been, hold on a sec, I was going to say he's been taken out. He has not been. He has got Mike Santiago now in a very precarious situation. What is going to happen here? Down goes Mike Santiago.
Little electric chair drop right there, puts the zap into Santiago. Mikey O'Shea, look at that look on his face. He wants in. He wants a piece of him. He's like, get up there and get that key. Let me out of here.
And what a testament to the toughness of Caleb Konley after taking that shot. He flew through the ropes, landed on the cement floor there, and able to fight back like he is incredible. These guys came to fight and came to defend those tag team championships.
Caleb Konley's got it. Oh, that'll change your religion.
Holy smokes.
Right on that top turnbuckle. Mike Santiago, he's up.
Wait a minute.
He's got the key. He's got the key. The American Guns.
Santiago has got the key, and he is now freeing Ethan HD.
Oh, no. Now Mikey O'Shea has no choice.
We are going to see if they can get it, if he can figure out how to use that key.
That's good strategy right there. Just hand it to his partner.
Konley. Ethan HD trying to figure out how to use that key. You put it in to turn it, my friend.
I would assume that these guys have had quite a bit of experience with handcuffs.
Oh, look at this. He's done it. Ethan HD has now freed himself, and now we have a 2-on-1. And this is legal as a headlock, folks. We have a 2-on-1 situation.
And Mikey O'Shea has no choice but to sit and watch.
And look at this. They are taunting Mikey O'Shea, who is handcuffed. He cannot come to the aid of his partner. This was the match he wanted, and now as a result, the American Guns have a 2-on-1 in Caleb Konley, and Mikey O'Shea can do nothing but watch.
This is almost disgusting at this point. Mike Santiago taunting Mikey O'Shea with the keys. I'd be careful with that, though. Mikey O'Shea's a lot more quick and got a lot more reach
by Caleb Konley. Pinfall attempt by Ethan HD. 2. Not enough. Trying to regain those tag team championships are the American Guns, and they're in a great position to do it right now. A 2-on-1. Again, this is perfectly legal, folks. These were the rules that were laid out for the handcuff match. Whoever got those keys could free their partner and enjoy a 2-on-1 advantage, and that advantage now belongs to the American Guns.
Enjoy is the right word, Jovi. The American Guns are definitely enjoying this advantage as they are just driving knees into the back of Caleb Konley.
When you see Mikey O'Shea's reaching out to Caleb Konley as he's looking for a tag, there's nothing that Caleb Konley can do. Unless he gets those keys for the handcuffs, Mikey O'Shea's not going anywhere.
Not going to do
He's
anything.
not helping anybody. He's stuck there. You can see Mike
reaching.
Santiago is taunting him with the go.
Oh, no.
He knocked the keys out of Mike Santiago's hands.
So
Magnum
close.
Mike ran to ringside to get them, and he's got the keys right now. Meanwhile, in the ring, we've got Ethan HD working on a reverse chin lock there on Caleb Konley. And now Mike Santiago once again taunting Mikey O'Shea. Unbelievable.
Leg lariat there by Ethan HD, and Caleb Konley just hasn't even had a moment yet to even get to his feet to get a breath. He's been favoring that elbow. definitely the damage done not only from a previous match, but also from that suicide dive.
Oh, what is he doing there? Is he using those keys on Caleb Konley? I think he is. I couldn't see from this vantage point. But again, those keys are part of the match. Look at this, Mikey O'Shea now trying to do anything he can to come to the aid of Caleb Konley. Meanwhile, Ethan HD doing a number on Konley in the corner. Mike Santiago helping out as well. He's got the keys.
Mikey O'Shea worked
again,
so
all
hard.
O'Shea can do is watch.
He worked so hard to win these tag team championships. He came back from so much adversity. He spent, Caleb Konley. A meeting of the minds.
Great move. Mike Santiago drop kicked into the back. And hold on
O'Shea's got the
Santiago
key.
grabbed the keys. Mikey O'Shea is grabbing the keys. Can he do it? Can he get freedom right here? O'Shea needs to free himself. He needs to come to the aid of his tag team partner. He's fighting with those keys. We
If
saw
he
this
can
a little
get
bit
out.
earlier.
It's a question of him getting out of the handcuffs.
Can he do it? He did it!
He's in.
Mikey
He's in.
O'Shea is free, and here he comes. A house of fire. Mikey O'Shea taking the fight to the American Guns, and now we've got an even 2-on-2 match for the Tag Team Championship.
I'm going to call it a 4-on-2 right now. Mikey O'Shea's got the strength and the push of two men. He's looking for vengeance. He's looking for victory.
Up goes Ethan HD. Down he goes. My God, what a spine buster. And let's see. Pinfall. 2 and... Mike Santiago just breaks it up.
This is the double-edged sword of their strategy. Mikey O'Shea's been on the apron the whole time while these guys have been just beating each other nearly to death. And now he's in here to pick it up. Caleb Konley on the outside trying to recover just a little bit. Mikey O'Shea in.
Oh!
Wow!
Just throwing around Mike Santiago like he's nothing is Mikey O'Shea. And all the momentum right now are in the new tag team champions corners, Caleb Konley and Mikey O'Shea. And here comes Konley, springboard.
Oh no.
Veteran move there from Ethan HD. Wow. Finally able to mount some offense is Ethan HD.
Trying to fight past just the massive size and strength of Mikey O'Shea.
Mike Santiago, he removed the handcuffs from that turnbuckle. And across the bow there on Mikey O'Shea, those cuffs. 1, 2, 3, you're kidding me.
Really, come on. Come on. After all that.
Once again, new champions.
Your winners of the match and new WCWC Tag Team Champions, Ethan HD, Mike Santiago, the American Gun.
You know what, Joe? It was all legal this time. They do it by crook more than they do it by hook, but this time it was all above board. We've got new tag team champions.
I hate to admit it, but you're absolutely right, Jeff. Those were the rules. And it was right in the American Guns wheelhouse. They did it the only way they know how, by kicking you know what and taking names.
I'm headed to Shaker's Martini Lounge. I need a drink after that.
Once again, new tag team champions. Folks, we will see you next week. Thank you for joining us right here on the West Coast Wrestling Connection.
Wrestling fans, don't miss the return of former WWE superstar Gangrel to the West Coast Wrestling Connection Sunday, August 3rd at Houck Middle School in Salem. First bell is at 5 p.m. You'll also see Jimmy Jacobs, Jeremy Blanchard, the legendary grappler, WCWC champion Hotshot Danny Duggan, and a special match featuring the WC Academy students. And the first 200 fans through the door receive a collectible souvenir. Reserve your tickets now.